We're at Heartland Bike Park today, and we're going to make an effort to do bubble wrap. Now, bubble wrap is outside the bike park, but you actually start it right at an intersection of Jelly Roll and Lumpy Pants and Northridge. And you go over a log, and then you start doing a climb. And then you go on to the Mount Work portion of it, and it's a black diamond trail, all mountain trail, with lots of variety, lots of ups and downs, certainly some technical parts to it. Got to go over a log roll right here. And you don't see many people riding it. There's a few, even though it is on Trail Forks. You see hikers hiking it. And it's a trail that's been around for a long time. And I believe it's grandfathered into the new Heartland Bike Park trail plan. So I don't know if that gives it designation of actually being a part of the bike park or not, but it's a trail that I certainly enjoy doing because it's a longer trail. So thus this will be a longer video. I'm not sure how long that takes, maybe 30-40 minutes, maybe a little more, but we'll see how we do. So this first portion, like I said, takes you from the bike park, and it takes you up to the summit trail for Mount Work that starts at Restaurants Road. And there should be a sign up there. There has been in the past. To go to Bubble Wrap, you turn left. There are not many signs. There was. Someone in their wisdom took them down, unfortunately. Didn't like them. I don't know if that was the CRD or a disgruntled hiker, but the one at the actual hiking trail has lived on for quite a while now, which is really good. So that sign will tell you to turn right, but it'll actually be the rider's left. And then you go up a rock roll, and then your first right. Then you're back on Bubble Wrap. And we're just approaching that intersection now. So we come up and we intersect with the hiking trail, and indeed there's a sign on the tree that says Bubble Wrap. So we're turning the rider's left. Go up. I go up the rock roll, you don't have to. First right. If you stay left, you'll stay on the hiking trail. So first right, then stay on this trail for a couple hundred yards. And then coming up, there will be a junction or a crossroads, and there's two entry points to Bubble Wrap. The original one is on the right, to go to the right, and you climb that and you go into a rather difficult rock garden. To make it, I've only been partially successful once in a while. So I go left and I go to the southwest entrance to Bubble Wrap, which is probably a couple hundred yards down this service road. And there should be a sign on the tree saying the southwest entrance. So you can get a little bit of speed on this service road. Just be aware that people might be coming up it. And then after this little hop, then the trail quickly comes up on your right, and up on the tree on the right hand side is Bubble Wrap Southwest. So you start on this trail, and it's probably more of a climb than the other entrance, and the other one has that technical rock garden to get through, which to make it, you've got to be, I think, incredibly powerful. I don't know, I haven't been able to solve it very often, but to solve it, when I have made it, you go to the far right of it, and there's exposure on the right, and if you fall, it's going to hurt. So as a result of that, I like staying on my bike, and I forego that one technical spot to come in this entrance and do the bigger climb. And there are some technical little spots here on this portion of it, but it's definitely more rideable in my mind anyhow. Now we start climbing a little bit more. I just gear down and sort of relax and climb. I'm in no race, so, or hurry, so just keep my butt on the seat, put it in the low gear, and pedal. Watch the low branches, watch the eyes. I've had a few scratched corneas in the past, and I wouldn't say it hurts, but it's certainly irritating and takes you out of the game for a week, 10 days. So someone might say, well, why don't you wear glasses? I haven't actually found any that work for me, because I like to keep going when I ride, and I find that the ones I've purchased in the past just fill with sweat, puddle with sweat, and or fog up eventually. And obviously to rectify those kind of problems, you got to stop. And since I'm not a person that really likes to stop, I don't. So I just become more conscious of the branches and stuff. Sometimes you can't control getting something in the face, but I think I've scratched my cornea 4 times over the last 25 years or so. So not that often, but enough to be irritating for sure. So to try and defeat that problem, I'm trying to find a product that helps me with the amount that I sweat. So in my helmet right now, I have a product that I bought from Amazon called No Sweat. And it probably stops me from sweating about 10 minutes more than if I don't have it in my helmet. But it really doesn't do much for me. So, but I have them, so I use them only because I find that it's a nice padding in the front of my helmet. So we're in a bit of a rocky area now. little bit of a descent. Always keep your head up for hikers, because it is a relatively popular trail for that. Alright, that's the bottom of that down. Now there's a little rock roll, and then right in front of you is a rock climb, which in rainy weather is kind of dangerous, I think. So someone has put in this little bypass that you take a left on, and then you still have to go up a little rock, but it's somewhat safer, and the rock seems to be grippier. So you go into a bit of a mossy area. And then you climb up the rock. Very good. And it looks like quite a few people use it. You can see the tire marks. And then you come back and intersect right at the top of where that rock roll is. So if you want to do the rock roll, go ahead, obviously. But that is a different option, a little bypass. And now follow the trail, and you got a little bit of a down. Just control your braking. And then it's an up into a rocky area. Very good. And you go down an off-camber rock. When it's dry, it's obviously no problem. As I said earlier, this trail is definitely all mountain. Lots of ups and downs. Extremely rocky. Very rooty. Lots of sharp cornering. Lots of low branches, so keep your eyes. Up a little rock roll, and then down a little dip again and up. Conditions are really good. It's supposed to, I believe, rain later today and tomorrow. Conditions are quite dry and very rideable. Nothing to blame except yourself if you don't make anything. For a rock garden. Keep your concentration. Going to another rocky area. Down a rock wall. Put some rocks in there. It's never really problematic, but never hurts, I guess. You gotta go up a little rock face off camber and over a root. Very good. Not hard or anything like that. Just gotta have some speed to do it and pop over it. little bit of a climb coming up. And then you sort of start what I refer to as the second half of the trail. Even though there's no out or anything, but and then we go into a bit of a rock garden with a, you got to go up a rock roll, which I've been having problems with. I'm not sure why. I'm just not setting up for it properly. We'll see how it goes today though. There we go. There we go. Well done. We're at a bit of a lookout. Keep it going. Very good. Bit of a reprieve. Take corner, maintain concentration. Once you're on the trail, it's pretty easy to follow. There aren't too many things that branch off. And where they do, I'll point that out. Because again, unfortunately, no signage. At least at this point. Got a little bit of an up. That's it. Very good. There's another bit of an up, but you gotta watch your head because there's a low branch. There we go. Now coming up, it does fork, and the popular way is to go left and stay in the clearing. I go right here. It's a little more technical. Not ridden as much, obviously. I believe this was the original trail though, but I could be wrong about that. But as it doesn't get ridden very much, you got to be aware of things going into your eyes and things getting caught in your spokes. Just keep your bearings. Good so far. And now there's a bit of a rock roll coming up. And for this, I go to the right a little bit. Down in a rock garden. and then you intersect back with the original trail. Take a peek, make sure no one's coming. I'd be surprised if there was, but that's when you least expect it, is when someone comes in. Very good. Okay, coming up is an area to get over some roots. Just gotta sort of get up and hit it, and then keep going. Very good. Much more difficult if it's a little wet, because it gets sloppy. I mean slippy, not sloppy, slippy. Get a bit of a reprieve. It's a little lookout area. Little rock garden. I'm gonna punch you up. And we're back to the lookout area. In a second we start going down. Drop your seat. Clearing area. Rock pools. Some very loose rock. Now here you can go left. I've never done that actually. I go right, and then I climb up a little rock face to a tight right and go down a rock roll. And then for those people that don't want to do that, there's an out to go to the right, a little dirt chute. But I go up, and I go up the rock, and then down the rock. Keep control. And the second part is kind of loose, be careful. A good position. A little bit of a reprieve. This is the branch on the trail. And you got to avoid a big branch. There's a tight corner coming up. It used to be much more difficult, and then someone came in and cleaned it up, so which is really nice. Because it used to be a lot more challenging. Coming up with a bit of a down over some roots and rocks. Control your speed. Watch your eyes and the branches. Oh, watch for a low, very low branch. Okay, and coming up is a section that sometimes gives me some trouble. I just gotta control my speed, get a good line, and ride with confidence. And then get through it. So here it goes. Not this part right here. A little bit farther. You go on a bit of an off-camber rock. Just control your speed. Very good. That was it right there. You can just control your speed nicely. It's not too bad. Just don't have bad thoughts doing it. You've got to do a little bit of a climb. A bit of a dirt chute down. Coming up. Drop her down. Not too bad. Just hit your right spot. And then bouncing a rock there. Or a slab. And got a bit of a climb. Then you gotta climb out of this. And believe it or not, this is a pain in the ass. I've screwed up on that so many times, I'm not sure why, but then down a rock roll. Control. There's a few different lines for that roll right there. I don't do the more difficult one. I never have. And we're almost finished. What we're doing is we're making our way back. It's still bubble wrap here. We're making our way back and we'll intersect into the summit trail, much lower down, coming up quickly. So don't take this part for granted, because it gets weavy and very, very rooty. When it's dry, it's obviously not too bad. When it's wet, you really got to pay attention. The tree had gone down on the trail, but I was able to make it past it. Thank goodness. That wasn't like that a couple weeks ago. And you gotta go over a tree. And then to plop you up. It's a bit of a switchback, you see. And then you just go down this little bit there. Morning. And then that's it. That's the end of bubble wrap. Very good.